Welcome back, Vol fans. We're going to give us a few minutes here, a minute or two to get some people on here. Hopefully, everybody will see this and jump on board, and we'll talk a bit about the playoff rankings. What do we think about it? Is there any changes going to be made or anything like that? We'll see about that. We'll also jump into basketball, recruiting a little bit, just a little bit, see what's going on. Remember to throw us a chat out there. Talk to us about, throw us your opinion about something. Tell us about what you're thinking. Uh, any kind of thoughts on this? Are you upset with the ranking? Are you happy with the ranking? Just let us know what you're thinking about it. But let's quickly just run down the ranking here in just a second. Get a couple more people on, and we'll start getting going with it. Uh, let's start at the back end, just like they do on the thing. We'll just start at Clemson. They're at number 17. And what's upsetting with this whole thing is, to me, this thing is flawed. Okay. There's a lot of things to be flawed to talk about with the flaws, but Clemson could possibly get in a top 4 seed with a bye with a win. They're at number 17. Iowa State 16. Arizona State 15. All three of those teams could get a top four and be in. South Carolina is 14, Ole Miss 13. Really, all those really don't matter now, honestly. Miami's at 12. Looks like they are going to be out unless something crazy happens now. Alabama's going to make the playoffs. It does appear Alabama's going to be in. You know what? They've been wanting to try to get them in there every week, so not a surprise. Remember, guys, to throw us a chat out there. Comment, question. What's your thoughts on this whole ranking? Going on down the list, Boise State's at 10. Indiana's 9. SMU is 8. That was big with SMU because chances are if they lose the ACC game, they're possibly still in, and that may kick Bama out from what I can tell just by glancing at it. I think if SMU and you got Clemson, if Clemson beats SMU, then that may put Clemson and SMU in and probably kick Alabama out. Tennessee's at number 7, which would, in all intent and purposes, slot us to the 9 spot once you get these bye teams up, which means, looks like from everything we can tell, we're going to play Ohio State, okay? And it's going to be at Columbus. We was really hoping that it'd be in Knoxville. Huge difference as far as an advantage. I mean, the line, I think if it was in Knoxville, Tennessee might be a 1 or 2 point favorite. It being in Columbus, I would suspect Ohio State will be a slight favorite. But that one will be close. The spread on that one, I would think, would be close. Georgia's number 5, Notre Dame 4, Penn State 3, Texas 1. Texas at 2 and Oregon at 1. What does this all mean for us? It means that Tennessee's playing Ohio State, in Ohio State, at Ohio State, in Columbus. Can something happen in the championship games? I've had people ask me that. Possible, but unlikely. I think if Georgia was to lose to Texas, they would drop. But would they? And would we want them to? That's another good question. Would we want to play Georgia? Honestly, I'd rather play Ohio State. Unless Georgia was to drop and make Tennessee host. I think that's possible. Penn State loses the championship game. They're probably still ahead of us too. But I have seen scenarios out there that maybe Penn State, if they was to lose against Oregon, maybe convincingly, that they may slip past to the point that Tennessee might play at Penn State. I think that's really the only scenarios. I think really it's Tennessee, Georgia, or Tennessee, Ohio State, probably Tennessee, Ohio State, possibly Penn State. I don't think Georgia, Texas, even if they got rocked by Georgia, they fall to Tennessee status. So that would be iffy there. I think we're playing Ohio State in Columbus. I think that's where we're at now. I think there's probably very little chance of that changing. Remember, the guys, give us a chat there if you want to talk a little bit about something here. I'm going to go ahead and skip a little bit to recruiting. And remember, here in 9 minutes, Tennessee basketball game comes on. If you're watching this live at 7:30, they play Syracuse. The number 3 ranked Tennessee Vols. I should have said that. Man, I tell you what, we've talked about it and we've talked about it. It's no better time to be a Tennessee Vol fan than right now. Football killing it. Basketball, top 3 team in the country. Baseball, national champions. I mean, if you got any fans, any fan of any other fan base out there, got friends, feel free to talk crap. This is a good time to do it. In recruiting, start with the good news. David Sanders, for everything we've heard, looks like he is in. We weathered the storm there with Ohio State. Looks like he's going to be a Vol. If you hadn't already noticed that one, heard that one. The Shady Hayward, the safety from Georgia, a flip this week. Looks like probably Florida. That's unfortunate. Not completely shut the door on that one, but looking likely to Florida. From everything I've heard, it is Florida's up the money that they was going to pay, and that's the reason why he's going there. Otis Conan-Banny, another one that we could see possibly losing. So on tomorrow, if you hear about some flips, that's possible. Shady Hayward, which decommitted the other day, there's one. Otis Conan-Banny, that one could go to Florida as well. That was going to sting because, in my opinion, that was our 2 best DBs. Now, one guy that we're probably switching out with, we look like we're going to probably steal Tim Merritt from Miami. He's been committed to Miami for a while. We've really liked Tim Merritt. His ranking is a 3-star, but Banks really high on Tim Merritt. So hopefully he's right. Hopefully the rankings is wrong on that one. Well, time will tell on that one. But it looks like we got a chance for a flip there. Then you got Jaden Perlotti, the linebacker, been a USC commit for a while. We was in on him big time for a long time. Some people believe this money was a big issue for him going to USC, and I kind of believe that's what it was. They offered him just more money, and that happens. Some people believe that he wants to play closer to home. USC's pretty far away. That one, I'm going to say a slight advantage on that one. We might get that one. That one's one. Perlotti's one to watch. Definitely one to watch. Conan-Banny's one to watch tomorrow. Sanders. Gass, the big-time linebacker from Georgia, we believe is in and will stay in. Georgia's trying to get him bad. I mean, they're after him bad, which is good. When Georgia wants somebody, that's a good sign. I mean, they were hard after Ricky Gibson when he committed to us. Ricky stuck to us, and Ricky's showing to be a big-time corner. And I really believe Christian Gass is a big-time linebacker. We're going to be happy to have him. Hopefully he sticks with us. But from all things we've heard, looks good, unless something crazy happens. Remember, the basketball game comes on here in about 5 minutes. Let's go back over the rankings real quick for those that hadn't heard us. Tennessee, at this point, looks like I would say about a 90% chance of playing Ohio State in Columbus unless something happens. Excuse me. Could Georgia lose? Possible. And this play end up playing Georgia. I think that's possible. Possible Penn State. If they was to lose kind of big against Oregon, that's possible too as well. but I would probably say we're playing Ohio State. Well, guys, I think that's it. We're going to have another video coming up very soon, the next day or two. We'll talk a little bit about the basketball team, probably a little bit more about recruiting. Until then, how about a go Vols? And remember to like, subscribe, hit that comment section, guys, and let us know what you're thinking. All right. We'll see you next time, guys. Appreciate you.